Lower body stretching. So in this video, I'm gonna explain why I do a lower body stretch the way I do, and then I'm gonna demonstrate how to do them. I'm going to be doing them a bit quickly, but the consistency that I'd like to see is 1 minute for one side with 2 contractions on the side. I'd like you to do them in the morning, and I'd like you to do them at night. What's great is you can find different times in your day that work for you, whether it's when you're brushing your teeth, you're on a phone call at a consistent time, you're waiting for your tea to boil. We can always find some time in our day to do some of these stretches. Actually, first I want to explain why the contraction works with our friend Skelly over here. I have the hamstring muscle, which attaches here and here. When we contract that hamstring and feel like as if we're at working out, the top of the hamstring and the bottom of the hamstring, when they contract, they're getting a neurological connection of where they are in space. So it knows where it is here and it knows where it is here when it gets to contract. Once it knows where it is, it can change where it is and lengthen. So you'll see more effective results in your stretching and your mobility with a contraction. This style of contraction is called proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Proprioceptive, knowing where I am in space. Neuromuscular, the neurology of the muscle. And facilitation, guiding it into a new space. You'll start to see long-term effects of this stretching starting around the 8th week. Let's do a lunge. So you can be nice hip width apart. If you've done the rewilding posture and hip hinge work with me as a client, you can use that muscle meridian here to help engage. Nice deep breathing. Your hips are gonna be like headlights going forward, and you're going to drive the back leg forward for a contraction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release by deepening. You'd wait, and you do that contraction again. You can use the glute muscle as well. So it's a forward drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and deepen. You do need to have time where you do feel like you're stretching and you're relaxing the muscle. The hip flexor, you're gonna feel it somewhere in here. Let's work on the hamstrings. What's nice, I would then of course flip into the other side. The hamstring muscle, you can have a slight bend in your knee here. And the contraction is driving the ankle into the floor. So it's like as if I could push down more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, and you deepen by just a forward fold. If you're feeling really fancy, you can of course do this lunge down here, and you can do the hamstring stretch down here. Now, it shouldn't be painful while you're doing these stretches. It should just feel like a deep stretch. If you start to feel pain, that just means you're tearing the muscle fibers on a microscopic scale, and that's not going to be helpful. Let's do inner thigh. So I'm gonna be working this inner thigh by having a nice lunge. Hips are forward. If you know how to do that resilience posture, rewilding posture, if you are a client of mine, go ahead and activate those muscle meridians. And the contraction here is the ankle being driven into the floor, as if I could do that with it. So a nice isometric contraction here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You can just slide on out to deepen. So it might be a little bit of a workout here on the other side. You can also come to the ground and do this as well. The last one is a pigeon pose or figure 4. I find it's a lot easier to do the contraction as a figure 4. So we're working not this piriformis, not this glute muscle, but this glute muscle, piriformis. We're gonna just make, why it's called a figure 4 is that this leg is the long part of the 4, and this leg is making that. 4 shape. So I come through, I grab the knee. If you can't reach that, you can also reach the thigh. If even all of that is difficult, you can take a towel here and grab. And you'll feel a stretch on this side. The contraction is bringing the leg, the knee out. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, and bring this thigh closer to you. Sorry for the background noise. And then there would be another contraction there as well, where you're bringing that knee out. And you might be tempted, as I'm doing, to use your hand. I did that as a demonstration so you know which way you're going, but you shouldn't be using your hand because you should be contracting the muscle down here. And pause. I've been doing this type of stretching for like the last 8-9 months, and because I'm on video, I'm exaggerating the contraction, but it might not even be visible to the naked eye, the amount of contraction you want to be doing. It's gonna be super, super micro, most likely, until you get to my level, because you've been doing it for the past 8 months. That is completion of lower body stretching. As a reminder, I went through this fast. It's not the actual timing. So it's 2 contractions on one side with 1 minute. So it's like you count to 25 seconds, you contract for 5 seconds, you stretch for 25 seconds, you contract for 5 seconds. And then you do the other side. So you get both legs. Okay, take care. Make it a great day.